In this example, we'll discuss load combinations. Usually, in every project, we'll have a couple of load cases. In this example, we can see 7 load cases predefined. Now, let's analyze the model and get to the result module. In this module, we'll define our load combinations. When defining load combination in the result module, Strap will multiply every load case with a factor and sum the result for every combination. In order to define our load combination, we can either display the combination menu by clicking the combination icon on the bottom right of the screen, or access the drop-down menu on the upper toolbar. In this example, we have 7 predefined load cases. By clicking the Define Revise button, we'll get a table with all predefined load cases. Usually, we'll define a factor for every load case. For example, 1.4 for a dead load, 1.4 for additional dead load, and 1.6 for a crane load. Strap default will be to name the load combination as a multiply of the load case number times the factor for every load case. We can always edit the name of the combination or predefine a combination name. Another way to define a load combination is by using the library option. The library option is a predefined load case combinations in Strap. When clicking the library option, we'll be able to choose a code and a load combination. We can also create a user-defined load combination for us to use in different projects. Now let's create a load combination and save it to the user-defined library. In order to define our load combination, we'll introduce a new option, load groups. Load groups will allow us to create load combinations more efficiently and will save us time. Define a new group and name it dead. We can see all of our load cases and we'll assign the relevant load case to our load group. Strap will now ask us if we would like to create a combination for each load case in the group, or to include the sum of all load cases in the combination. In this example, we'll ask to sum all dead loads. Now let's define a new group named Live. This group will include only load case number 3. The third group will be named Crane. For this group, we'll ask to generate a load combination for every load case. Now, when we'll go to define the load combination, we can see that Strap added the groups to our load cases. Instead of defining a factor for every load case, we can now define a factor for every group. Now let's define factors for our load groups. Let's define 1.4 for our dead group, 1.6 for our live group, and 1.6 for our crane group. Let's display our load combination by clicking the Display List option and choosing Combination. We can see that Strap created 4 load combinations. We can see for every load combination, our dead group multiplied by a 1.4 factor, our live group multiplied by 1.6 factor, and the 4 load cases for the crane, which were load cases 4 through 7, appear individually in every load combination, multiplied by a 1.6 factor. After defining our load combination, we can save it to our user library to be used in different projects. We'll do that by clicking Library and Insert Combination to User Library. The user library load combination file is being stored in the folder we are currently working in. The software's predefined library is stored at the installation folder. The file's name will be comp.dat. For the next example, we'll use the load combination we defined and saved in the previous example. We can see in this example 19 load cases, dead, live, and 17 cases named lift. The 17 lift load cases is basically a moving point load. Load case lift number 1 represents the first location of the load, and case lift number 17 is the last location of the load. By the way, load combinations can be generated in the loads module. All of the options regarding load combination in the result module will also appear in the load module under combinations. Please pay attention. When defining load combination in the loads module, the program default option is the combine after solution. This corresponds to defining load combination in the result module as explained earlier on in this video. The other option, solve as a load case, will be used when we deal with the nonlinear model. We'll cover this option in another video. In this example, we'll define load combination in the results module. We can see that we don't have any predefined combination. The option library in the combination definition table will allow us to choose only one of the software's load predefined combinations. To use the user-defined library, we'll go to Library, retrieve combination from the user library. Let's choose our predefined load combination from our user library. We can see that Strap added our predefined groups and the predefined factor for each group. Now, we'll need to assign the current project load cases to the groups. When we display our combination list, we can see that Strap created 17 load combinations. In the next example, we'll define load combinations for a model with load cases from a model response spectrum analysis. The load combinations will include the seismic analysis results. We can see our load cases. Case number 1, 2, and 3 are dead loads. Case number 4 is a live load. and cases 5, 6, 7, and 8 from our model response spectrum analysis. In order to define load combinations in this example, let's use predefined load combinations from the programs library. From the combination definition table, let's go to library, choose code IS413. Now we can see all load combinations required by the code. Let's select all 10 combinations. Now, Strap will display a table in which the user needs to assign load cases to a load group. In our example, cases 1, 2, and 3 are dead loads. Case number 4 is a live load. The seismic load group will include all load cases from our model analysis. The seismic X1 group will include load cases from our model analysis in the X1 direction. The seismic X2 group will include load cases from our model analysis in the X2 direction. We can see now all load combinations and factors the program created. Since we loaded the load combination from the programs library, by default it will create a load combination for every load case in any group. We wouldn't want to create a different combination for every dead load. To prevent any unneeded dead load combination, we'll go to Groups, Add Revise a Group, select Dead, and choose the Include Sum of all loads in the combinations. Now we can see a list of combinations the program created, a total of 40 load combinations. When displaying a list, we can also see the load groups. We can see that for the group dead, all load cases are added. And for the Seismic X1 and Seismic X2 groups, the program will create a load combination for every load case within the group. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching.